This one's called Orange Tune.
Hola, ¿cómo est? I don't even know how to say that right. Hello, welcome to the Frankfort Report. I am Darryl Frankfort, and it is Friday, February 7th, 2025. And why is that important? Zero reason whatsoever. I apologize if anybody cares that I haven't been around for the last few days. There has been things to deal with that I could not overcome. Unfortunately, I would have preferred to be here with all of you. If you are here, hit something for the algorithm. Do me a favor. James, good day. How are you today? What's going on in Canadian real estate or economics land? Tell us. What would you like me to tell you? It has been a great day for me. I am in good spirits. I am wearing my Make Canada Great Again sweatshirt. And we had a great show yesterday on the Canadian Real Estate Show. Hello, Rose and Reese Silva. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. As always, sorry I haven't been around. But here I am trying to somewhat... You see, I'm not keeping my commitment, and maybe I had a bad idea. Maybe doing this as regular as I planned was not a very smart idea because I'm busy as fuck. And then when life happens in the middle of things, well, that doesn't lend to being able to do this regularly at this time of day. Now, I can't seem to find a good time of day that works for me every day, so it might just be sporadic. And I think the hopes of this being a good show ever are out the window because, quite honestly, I don't have a clue how the fuck I would prepare, right? Every single day for a good show because this is like people's full-time gigs. So what you will get here is just the ramblings of a madman, some opinions on stuff that I saw earlier in the day, and maybe from time to time, you're going to learn something about real estate because that's really the only thing I know about on any level, quite honestly. The rest of it is just baloney, all baloney. So how is everybody doing today? What do we think about what is going on over in Gaza? And I feel like it was all over the news yesterday, maybe the day before, and then like nothing today. Pardon me, that cough's been going on for, I don't know, like 30 weeks now, it feels like. Anyways, so what do we feel about what's going on in Gaza? Like, are we okay with this, friends? I like Trump, but I'm wondering what the hell is going on out there in Gaza. Is anybody else questioning what's going on out there? Now, if you don't know what's going on out there, then maybe you're here so that I can educate you. Maybe you're here to learn something. And if you are, well, that's not the best idea ever. But actually, before we get into anything, okay? Before we get into anything here, okay? we gotta do our daily prayers here together, right? We got to do our daily prayers. If you've been here since the beginning, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, well, you're gonna have to catch up.
Maybe you don't realize how good you're doing because
I can't ever cue anything up
maybe you don't
properly.
realize how good you're doing because you keep,
God damn it.
maybe you don't realize how good you're doing because you keep raising the fucking bar. Okay, Caleb?
Okay, killer.
Nice work.
I love it. Can we watch it again, guys?
Maybe you don't realize how good you're doing because you keep raising the fucking bar. Okay, Caleb? Nice work.
I fucking love that. I'm sorry, guys, but I absolutely love that. And the more I can have my tushy rubbed, the better, I'll tell you. And then one more prayer before we go. This one here, this is our motto, everybody. I don't know if you know this, but this is our motto. And if you were here the other day, you'll know what we're talking about. But you got to outpace these guys.
Do crackheads say, I can't get high today because I'm broke? No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead hustle harder than you.
I love it, right? Don't let the crackheads hustle harder than you. This is a public service announcement from the Frankfort Report. Make sure that you understand both of those on a deep level, everybody. Okay, so what do we got going on? Pardon me for crying out loud. Okay, so what do we got going on? We have the USA stealing Gaza right in front of all of our faces while everybody just kind of looks at each other and wonders, how the hell did he just pull off this move? Now, if you're me, okay, you knew something weird was coming. Check my volume. Why, what's wrong with my volume? Do I have a problem with my volume, friends? Your volume is off. What does that mean? Can you hear me? I feel like you can hear me because there's people here and they're not leaving. The volume is fine. Cannot hear you. Maybe it's you can hear me, CK? Everything? Anybody else having trouble hearing me? Okay, well, I'm going to assume that the volume is fine. I am sorry. Yes, it's fine. Okay, cool. Sorry, Charlotte. Don't know what's going on over there. I wish I could help you. But what else do we got? So we got Trump literally taking over the Gaza Strip. And this is kind of crazy because I don't know. Did you watch the press conference? It was almost as if he made it up right there. Here, hold on a sec. I'm going to bring, what is this? This is the press conference, I believe. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put this up on the board. One moment, please. Hopefully we're good to go.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too.
A job with it. We will do a job with it.
We'll own it and be...
We'll own it, like under his breath. Okay, we're going to do a job with it. We'll own it. Listen.
We'll own it and be responsible to do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years. The U.S. will...
Look who he's standing beside, okay? So hold on a sec. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm sitting here watching this thing going... the guy that bombed the place, okay, the guy that exploded all the buildings, the guy responsible for the mess that you're saying is now the problem you're going to fix is like a social distance away from you right now. And then, look, there's a guy with a kippah. I don't know why that's interesting to me, but I guess there should be guys with kippahs. I mean, this is Israel and Israeli flags, and there's like this craziness going on here that I don't understand what the hell's going on here, right? Because, well, that's if I'm pretending, because really, and I don't want to jump ahead of myself, because, I mean, I'm already, I think, doing that. I think I'm already jumping ahead of myself here. What's this one? This is funny. Here, check this out. This is the Trump Hotel and Casino in Gaza, coming soon to a theater near you. Kind of funny. But if you are like me, okay? Actually, here, you want to see some more memes? This is funny. Is this a meme? Hold on a second. So Donald Trump, the MAGA strip. I thought that was kind of funny. Wanted to share that with you. What is this? We already saw this. We already saw this. Okay, here's another funny meme here about this Gaza business. This is funny-ish. Kind of funny. My Gaza. My Gaza. Okay. That's interesting. Kind of funny. And what's this one? I got one more, and then I'll start giving you my useless opinion again. Oh, we already saw this one. I jumped ahead of myself. Look at that. So anyways, so are we okay with this as a population, as a world? Okay? Because it's crazy to think that you could just, I mean, I guess that's what they've been doing for a long time, is just going into countries, bombing the shit out of them, and then going in and rebuilding them. So I don't know why this is actually a surprise now that I think about it. Yeah, that's kind of not cool though, right? Like, it's not cool to go in there and bomb the absolute shit out of a country, explode everything that they have and kick them out, and then say, well, we're going to go clean up the buildings. It's a disaster. We got to clean it up. It's going to be beautiful. And they're going to go in there and they're going to turn it into a wonderful development on the waterfront. But the real reason, and if you're not subscribed, well, do me a favor, subscribe. And if you're not subscribed to my Substack, well, do me a favor, subscribe, because my Substack is pretty cool. And if you're here, thank you for being here. Do me a favor, hit the like button, okay? Just do it. It might feel like so good, but you won't know it until you try it. And don't think that this like button is similar to any other like buttons. Okay? Okay, so instead of hitting the like button, you left. You sons of bitches, okay? Honestly, you bastards, go screw yourself. I appreciate your honest take here, Darryl. Well, Silverchair, I appreciate that you come here to listen to this nonsense and that you think that there's value here. This I appreciate a great deal. I cannot tell you. Now, why is this? Sorry, guys. I wish I had some technical help here, because this is a real disaster more often than not. Okay, what else do we got? We got all kinds of stuff here, but this is the real reason. This is the real reason, okay, that all of this stuff is going on. Well, actually, before I give you the real reason, this guy's got an interesting take on it. I thought it was worth mentioning, okay, and maybe you'll disagree, and you probably will. But I don't give a shit. This guy here, Brother Rashid, okay? And maybe we wouldn't want to, and maybe we shouldn't want to listen to Brother Rashid, but this is his thinking here. Do you think Trump truly wants to take control of Gaza, or is it just his way of bargaining a deal and applying pressure on Hamas and other countries in the Middle East? Okay? So is he doing what people think he's doing with tariffs right now? Is he doing something similar with the Gaza Strip? Is he saying, look, we're going to come in there, we're going to turn this thing into a hotel, casino kind of thing. picture Dubai, but more Trump, right? Dubai with a little more Trump is coming to the Gaza Strip. Or is this just a ploy for everybody to say, okay, just don't turn the Holy Land into this like we concede? What do you need? Okay? What do you need? Do you need more than blowing up every building in the bloody place? What else can we do? Do you need more than us moving out permanently? What else do you need, you bastard? But they're not saying that, I don't think. I don't think they're saying that. But this is a thought, because he does seem to negotiate with the strategy of, extreme ideas to start things off, right? And then, I don't know, does he actually kind of ratchet it down after, or does he just go for the jugular? I mean, he does seem to be in a pretty powerful position with most things. So one thing that people were pointing out actually about this whole thing is that Bibi Netanyahu doesn't seem to be on the same page as President Trump when President Trump is giving the speech about this purchase or takeover of the Gaza Strip. Bibi here seems to be on a very different page than Donald Trump, and somebody's done us the favor of zooming in on this guy's face and what you think about him. This is not that discussion. He is responsible, however, for destroying the entire Gaza Strip at the moment. He does have some support apparently, but okay, here we go. He's not on board with what Trump is saying. This is the idea that's out there. This is the theory that people have come up with on Twitter.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it. And
You see? Look at that. He starts shifting. Like, what the fuck is this motherfucker saying right now?
we'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site.
What is this joker saying? He's looking at his buddies in the crowd going, what the fuck just happened, guys? We just got rooked. We just got taken advantage. This guy just totally pulled one on us. Pulled a fast one.
The site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development
What do we do?
supply,
What do we do?
unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
What is this
Do
guy
a good
fucking
job.
talking about,
Do
man?
something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for
What
100
the
years.
fuck is he talking about?
I'm
This
hopeful that
motherfucker.
this ceasefire could be the beginning of a larger and more enduring peace that will end the bloodshed and killing once and for all. With the same goal in mind,
Does
my
this look-
administration has been
Does this look like a guy who's on board with what's being said at the moment? I don't know. I mean, I can buy into that theory that he's not pleased with this whole thing. I feel like it's kind of possible, but who knows? Maybe it's not. Now, this is another one. This is, I think, before that, actually. Hold on, let me get this on the screen, everybody. This is the face of a man who's been planning for this all along. The plan was never peace. It was to bomb the entire place to rubble so that the survivors could be moved and the land could be taken. Genocide, ethnic cleansing, apartheid, take your pick. And so I guess they want us to
picture from
watch
every
this.
angle. Why would they want to return? The place has been hell.
Why do him and Trump both sit like this on the edge of the seat? Is this normal sitting?
It's been one of the meanest, toughest places
Look at that weird, creepy smile, though, right?
on earth. And right now, I've seen every picture from every angle, better than if I were there. And nobody
What
can
the
live
hell
there.
is going on here? I don't even know what the hell they're talking about anymore. But okay, so the word on the street is that Netanyahu was blindsided right there by Trump, and that maybe that didn't happen, and this is all just a ploy for negotiations. or it could be, and this is what I think it is. I saw this, I don't even know how long ago, okay? When I was doing my research on TikTok, okay? Maybe it was on YouTube, I don't know, but this is the real reason for all of these shenanigans, okay? Are you ready for this? Have you heard of this thing? Oh my goodness. Do I want to put up a whole video? Ready? Are you guys ready for this? It's called the Ben Gurion Canal. And they've been talking about this for years, funny enough. Okay? They're planning.
As tensions in Israel continue to grow, news about plans for a controversial megaproject that has been around for decades has resurfaced. At present, Egypt's Suez Canal remains one of the most important waterways in the world, as 10% of the world's cargo ships sail through this strategic route between the eastern Mediterranean and the Red Sea, connecting Europe and Asia.
Okay, get on with it, bro.
The emergence of a new canal parallel to the Suez Canal could reshape the balance of power in the region and have a profound impact on global trade.
You hear that? A new canal to rival the Suez Canal. Okay? Will sway the balances of power in global trade. I mean, who wouldn't want that? I guess that's worth bombing some Palestinians over, right? Is that the case?
It is within this context.
Look who it is. Look who it is. Look what he's pointing at. He says Israel. I don't think this is Israel. I think this is the Gaza Strip and Israel, like amalgamated as one.
That Israel's plans to build a new canal to rival the Suez Canal has come.
How did Israel make this plan? Did they know that they were going to have access through the Gaza Strip?
To light. Well, it just so happens that Gaza is in the middle of the proposed path for the major second canal.
Oh, it just so happens. It just so happens, everybody, that Gaza Strip is in the middle. Not even in the middle, for God's sakes. It's like the end, okay? It's the end. It's the termination point. It's the most important part of the whole canal. It's the exit, right? It's probably going to be a giant port, right? It's fairly important to the plan.
In the region. Could this be the underlying reason for the ongoing conflict? Join us today as we uncover the staggering details of this.
Okay, so just so you know, it's not just me that's making that shit up. Okay, you can go on Twitter or YouTube and check that video out, or there's lots of stuff on it. But I think, quite honestly, if we're being honest with each other here today, okay, and I don't know any other way. So if you're being honest with me, does that seem to you like it could be the likely reason for what's been going on over there? What's going on in the chat? Everyone turn your speakers on. Okay. So hold on. You can hear me, right? I appreciate this. Feels like peer pressure. Okay. Not going to happen. He's bluffing. We thought he was bluffing about Gulf of America too. Ha ha ha. What about the Lake America coming soon? Love the content. Keep up the awesome work. Thanks, Kyle Gregory. Appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Did you hit the like button, by the way, Kyle Gregory? And what about the subscribe button? Because that would be good. That would be helpful. And I'll try and keep it up. It's a lot of work putting on a show and talking for this long. But I'm going to shake off the pressure a little bit here. Shake it off. Just going to be me. Just going to be me with the mic. A little bit of stream of thought coming out of here, and what you get is what you get, and you don't get upset. Okay? Can we have that agreement between us? We good with that? I'm sitting like that right now. I don't know what that means. He's smiling because he knows. Oh, I see. You're sitting like that right now. That's a good one. Maybe I should sit like that. I got a bad back. Maybe that's the secret. Okay, smiling because he knows with U.S. military support, Hamas doesn't stand a chance, regardless of who gets the land afterwards. Uh-oh. Yes, I can hear you now. Thank God. It's a plant 20 years ago. Besides, there are tons of gas in Gaza shore. I mean, there's a bonus, okay? Gas and access to the other side of your canal seems pretty good. Oh, yeah. Subscribed as soon as I found you had your own channel. Well, I appreciate that. Sometimes I don't get to say everything that's on my mind in an hour show with another human being who gets at least half the time, sometimes more. But enough about that. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. What's going on? Egypt and Israel going to have issues soon. You think? How come they didn't have issues already when they were forcing everybody out of Palestine? How come they didn't accept the people? Anyways, I shouldn't be getting into this because it's going to open up a whole bunch of shit for me, I'm sure. Love you and TK on the Canadian Real Estate Show. Thank you. On the real Canadian Real Estate Show. It's not called that, but maybe it should be. After the Gaza announcement, I'm starting to think the 51st state is a real thing. No shit, Dina, right? I mean, it's already crazy what he's doing to us, his old best friend. Like, imagine your best friend, said, we've been friends a long time and you're pretty cool and you've had my back all the time. And I think you're awesome. But if you want to keep hanging around with me, because, it's clear I'm far more awesome, right? You wouldn't have any of the friends you had if it wasn't for me. You loser. Okay, without me, you're actually a loser. Okay? So if you want to hang out with me, you're going to have to pay me. Okay? You're going to have to pay to be my friend. Or go fuck yourself. Somebody's going to pay to be my friend. This is what's going on right now, right? So if they're willing to do that kind of shit to us, and they're willing to explode a country, which is not the first time. Like, I'm pretty sure they've done that to a few other countries over the course of history, right? Blown up the place and then rebuilt it with Halliburton. You know Halliburton, right? With all those corrupt bastards there in the States. Not that shitty Tom Story crap. Yes, Kyle. That shitty Tom Story crap. That's like us calling it the TK Butler show. It's insane, but I don't want to get into that. Okay, so I don't know if we're off the rails, but we're off the rails, and I like it here, to be honest with you. Okay, so we talked about all the Gaza stuff, and if you're here for the Gaza stuff and you just got here, well, it's over. You have to rewind. Okay? Okay. So what about this is interesting. What about the Global Affairs Canada rabbit hole? Have you guys been hearing anything about this Global Affairs Canada nonsense? It's kind of like what's going on in the States there with Doge. They've uncovered through Doge all kinds of shenanigans with Canada. And then as people are, investigating what's going on, which, let's be honest, research now, people doing research is like a Google search, right? But people went on to the government website, and what was there days ago is now gone. And that is generally not a good look, right? When the files are missing, okay, when the website goes down all of a sudden, as people start asking more and more questions, this is not looking good for whoever is on the other side of this fakakta thing, okay? So let's go down this rabbit hole together, shall we? Because some of this stuff is next level Here, this is funny. Okay. I have to stop going down the Global Affairs Canada rabbit hole. It's just raising my blood pressure, says Leah, True Crime Canada. Okay. Urgent Action Fund. Okay. 25 million for a DEI program in Kenya. I could use 25 million. Listen, if you need a scam, okay, to run 25 million through, if you need some help with that, you don't need to go to Kenya, okay? I'm just saying, there's plenty of people, me, that will help you out locally for a fee, right? But there's plenty of people that would do that. I'm fine with it, okay? And so we got on December 10th, like this is a month ago. No, 2 months ago. 2 months ago, these motherfuckers, okay, check this out. Not-for-profit organization. Okay, here, I'm going to blow this thing up. Is that better? Is that better? Can you see it better? Of course you can. It's huge now. Okay. Renewed Women's Voice and Leadership Program in Crisis and Conflict-Affected Contexts. What the fuck does that mean? Okay. Duration. What is this? Like they get this every month? December 10th to March 31st, 2029. What the hell does that mean? Okay, sorry, my camera's in the way. This project is part of Canada's Renewed Women's Voice and Leadership, WVL program. Oh, the WVL program. Okay, got it, right? This is part of the WVL program, so that's okay then. If you would have started with the fact that they did. It's the first line. Okay, so then it's fine. Which supports women's rights organizations. Oh, WROs. Well, I mean, if you have a WVL and you match it with a WRO, of course you're going to get 25 million bucks. 25 million bucks was too low, you idiots. You should have got more. Okay? You're dumb. Not only did you mix WVLs and WROs, look at this. Lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex, plus. What the fuck is the plus? Groups and women human rights defenders. Oh my God, they even got a HRD in there. They got a HRD, guys. To enhance enjoyment of human rights by women and girls in all their diversity and to advocate gender equality in countries where women's voice and leadership is implemented and other countries. What the fuck is going on here? In Nairobi, Kenya. Are they lesbians in Nairobi, Kenya? Are there bisexual? Maybe bisexual. Are there transgenders? And are there intersex plus people in Kenya? Like has anybody brainwashed them into thinking that these are really real things? Okay, we don't want to get into that now, do we? Do we want to get into whether or not those are real things? I don't think that's a good idea. That's not good for anybody. Is it? I don't think that's good for anybody. But we're paying outrageous sums of money for ridiculous programs that I can't even believe are actually real. Let's check this one out. What's this all about, friends? Ryan Garrettson says, just look at one page from Global Affairs Canada. Climate is an enormous money grift. Every single thing our government is spending money on is either climate-related, vaccine-related, or some sort of gender program. This is what woke looks like, and it's making Canadians broke. Okay. Modernizing agriculture in Ghana. $135 million. Okay. Listen, I'm going to put this out there again because this is blowing my fucking mind. I can move to Ghana and help them modernize their agriculture and I'll do it for $125 million. Okay? I can save the government money if they just do these things through my organization. World Food Program. Why is it spelled like this? Is that how you spell program? That's French. Is that even the way you spell it in French? World Food Programme, long-term institutional support from 2016 to 2021, $125 million. Canada African Development Bank Climate Fund. Come on, guys. Look at this. These are all over $100 million for total fucking bullshit. Total fucking bullshit. Afghanistan. Asian, African, Ghana. What's this one? This doesn't even, it's just green climate. Who cares? It says green. Give them $100 million. Look, if you say green, $110 million. $110 million. This is absolute insanity. How is this possible? Right? How is this possible that this goes on in the background quietly and that none of us know about it? Because I'm pretty sure if some of us knew about it, we'd be able to latch onto this thing and make some dough too. Like, why are they hoarding it for themselves? That doesn't seem fair, does it? Does this seem fair to you? I don't think it seems very fair at all. So, okay, last one with the global affairs rabbit hole. Oh, this is rich. This is rich. You guys ready for this nonsense? Okay. This is absolute insanity. Ready? Oh my goodness. This is crazyville.
$1.1 million was spent to find out if female rats receiving testosterone therapies to mimic transgender men were more likely to overdose on a party drug, commonly used in the LGBTQ community to induce drug-fueled what's called, quote, chemsex. I asked my staff what was chemsex and the chemical, and I guess it's something called GHB.
What are they doing? GHB. They're giving what? Okay, here. Listen to this again, because this is insane. Okay? We should slow it down. Can I slow it down? Playback speed. Let's slow it down, because it's crazy. Let's go half.
$1.1 million was spent to find out if female rats receiving testosterone therapies to mimic transgender men were more likely to overdose on a party drug.
Okay. Did you hear that? Okay. Let's just go through it. $1.1 million was spent to find out if female rats receiving testosterone therapies, okay, to mimic transgender men were more likely to overdose on a party drug, okay, GHB, chemsex, okay, rape drug. So these guys are using our money. Okay, here, let's go. Do we like it in the slow motion? I bet you it's even funnier if we go even slower. Hold on a sec.
$1.1 million was spent.
No, that's just annoying. Okay, hold on a sec. Let's go back to normal speed. Okay, let's go back to 0.75.
The female rats receiving testosterone therapies to mimic transgender men were more likely to overdose on a party drug, commonly used in the LGBTQ community to induce drug-fueled what's called, quote, chemsex. I asked my staff what was chemsex and the chemical, and I guess it's something called GHB, which is a date rape drug. And also a drug that's used recreationally.
Oh, a date rape drug. Okay, so the Canadian government is using our money to test if date rape drugs work on rats that are transitioning. If I went to get a loan for $100,000 to start a business, I would be rejected for so many reasons. Okay? Hey, D. Trent, what's shaking? Sorry, D. Trent, if I'm ruining your... you came in at a very bad time, okay? I didn't know I was going to be talking about transgender rats as part of the segment. I mean, I knew that I would talk about it. I just didn't know that you would come in at that point in time. And so perspective and timing is everything. And so if you just came now, you'd think we're talking about transgender ratsism the whole time. It's not my thing, okay? I am not into testing transgender rats on their GHB tolerance in order to see if I can... I don't know what are they doing with them if they don't overdose. It's the point is, okay, the story is, guys, the story is that there's so much waste in this government, Darryl. The story is there's so much waste in this government that it makes me sick to be a Canadian today, Darryl. The story is, okay? What the hell is going on? How is this happening? Who is sitting there going, really? You want me to send Ghana $135 million for this? Are you fucking sure? Are you sure we're supposed to be fucking doing this? This doesn't seem right to me. How come nobody, okay? How come nobody did that? How come nobody did that? I don't understand. Like, somebody has to have a conscience there. But I suppose they're picked for the fact that they don't have a conscience, right? They're there for the sole fact that they have zero conscience level and that they're willing to write checks and approve them for that kind of shenanigans. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So, okay, what else is going on? Because there's only so long we can talk about the transgender rats that are not trying to overdose on GHB and get raped. And if this is still up and hasn't been banned yet, then there's a miracle today. So what else do we got here? So Justin Trudeau decides that we don't really have a fentanyl problem here in Canada, and we need to prove it to our friends to the south because, I mean, they're really trying to fuck us up, and they're really planning on fucking us up, and this is what... And again, can we get a consensus here, please? Because I'm unsure at the moment. Oh, we don't want to stop it there. I'm unsure at the moment. Is this our leader here? Is this guy... Did I point in the right direction? Is this guy? Oh, I did. Is this guy our leader? Or is he just some dude with a microphone right now who brought along this fat woman and this other guy, I guess, to clap whenever he says something? Let's see what he has to say. What did our fearless leader who quit have to say?
So we need to both start thinking tactically and strategically. On the tactical side, we need to talk about tariffs. The 30 days extension been given on the border.
Do any of these people behind him instill any kind of confidence in you that we are in good hands at the moment to deal with the issue at hand? Like, does this guy strike you? I mean, maybe... I don't know. This guy, like, if I'm looking at this dude right here on the left, I'm thinking, no, like, you do not instill anything positive in me at all. Just saying. And her, I think she lives with cats 100%. She has cats. He looks like a Jewish professor. So I don't know what he's doing here. This guy, I feel, is the odd man out.
or fentanyl tariffs is something we need to use. We need to be very deliberate about how we continue to engage closely with the United States to make the case and demonstrate that Canada is responsible for a tiny part of the North American fentanyl problem.
A tiny part, okay? And that's okay. If it's just a tiny part, don't worry about it. You keep letting in your tiny little bit of fentanyl, you son of a bitch. So you knew about it, did you? You knew about the fentanyl, you bastard. This son of a bitch knows about the fentanyl problem, right? This is the real problem, is that all these bastards know about the problem, right? And they don't do anything about the problem, right? They allow the problem to grow and to manifest, and they give it a home here. They give it a easy, beautiful home to manifest into a big friggin' problem for all of us, right? And this motherfucker is standing up here in front of the Addams family just thinking that he can explain it all away. Oh, it's Mr. Trump. It's a tiny bit of the problem. Yeah, forget about those big busts we just made.
But that we are also bitterly touched by this tragedy. We also want to be part of solving for this. And
what does that fucking mean? We are bitterly what?
That Canada is responsible for a tiny part of the North American fentanyl problem. But
what is tiny? Like, can we quantify what tiny is? Like, how many people are we responsible for their deaths? How tiny?
That we are also bitterly touched by this.
Bitterly touched? What does this mean? What does bitterly touched mean?
Tragedy. We also want to be part of.
I can't listen to this motherfucker anymore. Can you? Can you listen to this guy anymore? This guy wants to stand up to Donald Trump and say, we're just a little part of the problem. Okay? Are we good with that? Are we cool with that? We're just a little bitty part of the problem. You have nothing to worry about, Mr. Trump. Just look the other way, please. Look the other way. What about this, everybody? This is cool. Canada adds, hold on a sec. Canada adds 76,000 jobs in January. Well, that's good. I'm sure if we dig into the numbers, that it won't be good, but this looks good so far. In January 2025, Canada's economy added 76,000 new jobs, surpassing expectations and reducing the unemployment rate to 6.6%. Whoa, so hold on a sec. I thought the unemployment rate was supposed to go up now. I thought that all the stuff going on right now, that unemployment was supposed to go up. Why is it going down? Why are we adding jobs? This doesn't make any sense. This has to be bullshit, right? This growth was predominantly in manufacturing. Hey, Don, what's shaking? Charlotte, you're hurting my ears. Is that me? LOL. 76,000 openings to protect the border, maybe. Ha ha ha. What isn't BS? Well, I think I know what you're trying to say there. What isn't BS? That's exactly it. Every stat is BS, but we're going to read the BS together because it's more fun when you read BS together, I think. This growth was predominantly in manufacturing. Oh my God, I just read it and it's shocking the second time too. Is that who's manufacturing what in January? Who's manufacturing things? This is bullshit. Technology? Okay. Maybe. Construction? What? What is going on? With significant increases in full-time employment, wages grew by 3.5%. Is this for real? Wages grew by 3.5%, outpacing the inflation rate of 2%. Are we still saying that inflation is at 2%? God damn it. The job gains were largely driven by the private sector. Ooh, the exact opposite of the bad narrative that was building that all of the jobs were public sector. And the whole reason why we were adding jobs the last few months is because it was all government bullshit jobs. But this is all exactly what you would want to hear if you were like hoping that the housing market was going to recover and you were trying to prove to everybody that things are okay. Right? And that we're going to be fine. Because look, manufacturing, construction, tech, everything's booming right now. We're way off. Like we didn't beat it. We beat expectations. Unemployment down. Wages growing. Is this true? D. Trent, does this sound true to you? Any of this shit? What does this guy say? Amber Canwar says, Canada added 76,000 new jobs in January versus the 25,000 expected. And on top of 91,000 last month. We are grooving here in Canada, aren't we? We're actually grooving. Public jobs fell. Whoa. Public jobs fell 8,400. So that's something that everybody would want to hear, right? Private jobs grew 57,000. How many part-time? How many full-time? Here, it's down here. Self-employed 27. So wow, that's crazy. I guess people are being forced. People are being forced into self-employment, I feel. Unemployment rate fell to 6.6 versus the prior 6.7. That's fantastic. And the expected increase is 6.8. See, we were expecting it to go up, which makes the most sense to me. If you asked me, which you didn't. Maybe you did. I mean, you're here. Are you here? Is anyone here? What's going on? Gains were both part-time and full-time. 41,000 were part-time. That's not great. Nobody really wants part-time work. People will take part-time work. Most people are not looking for part-time work. There's some people looking for part-time work, but most people want the full-time work, right? So this is not great, but not bad. I mean, it's better that we're adding than subtracting, right? And it's better that, people will feel better when they read that shit, right? They'll feel better. And this is the point of the media, is to make us feel a certain way and behave a certain way, right? So, I mean, did this really happen? I don't think so. Does it ever happen? I don't think it's ever something reliable. Our job forecasts are bullshit. Our job numbers are bullshit. The reporting is bullshit. Most of it's bullshit. It doesn't include cash economy. How could it? But how many people are part of an economy that the government doesn't know about, right? How's that counted for? I don't think it is. I'm positive it's not. But what's the difference? It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because here we are, and I don't know where that is, but I think we're almost finished because I'm tired of hearing myself today, which means you have got to be. Unless anybody has anything interesting that they would like to talk about, I just have this list of topics that I've had on this list forever. But then I get to this point where all of the news and relevant stuff is finished. And I don't feel like anybody really wants to listen anymore. And I get bored of myself. Oh, actually, how did I not even bring this up yet? This is fucking dumb. I must have put this somewhere. This has to be somewhere. Oh, what about the listings and the Toronto stats and the flood of inventory that's going on? I can't talk about the bird flu. I don't know anything about the bird flu. Is the bird flu happening? Is there bird flu going on? I know that everybody I know is sick or has somebody sick in their house. There's a lot of sickness going on. But no, what's going on also is this flood of inventory on the market that everybody's talking about. And I'm here to debunk it, right? I'm here to debunk the flood. Do you want to debunk the flood with me? I think See, because people keep saying, right, that there's a flood on the market. There's a flood of inventory. Like right here we have Mr. Doomsday Porn, Shazzy Goalie. They told you when rates drop, prices go up. But now listings are flooding in. Buyers are gone. Prices are slipping. Active listings up 70% year over year. New listings up 165% month over month. This is, I think, a lie, actually. A lie. The month over month. I didn't even check this. 165,000 month over month. We can check that quickly, though, together, if you will bear with me here. And I pull up the report. Month new listings, month over month. It says here is 48% change. Do you see this, people? 48% change month over month. Is this month? No, that's year over year. What's the month over month? No, I have the month over month. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? So I made this spreadsheet, right? Each month. Can you see this? Maybe I should blow it up. How do I blow it up? Let's go 200%. Boom. Can you see that, everybody? So I made this chart, right? Sales, active listings, average price, and average PDOM. And I don't know the difference between the DOMs, but I figured if I picked one, it would be consistent. And maybe I should go like this, and let's make sure everybody understands that this is a money column or a money row. Sorry. Okay, so we'll see that month over month active listings did not fucking go up this much. New listings, they said, though. So am I disproving anything properly? I don't think so. Let's go. Month over month. We got to go to December. So we have new listings in December, 4,600. And we have new listings. Whoa! Maybe they did go up 146%. Holy fucking shit. But what really matters is the active listings. I hate to break it to you, okay? It's the active listings, okay, that matters. Because new listings is a bunch of horse shit. What's the difference? How many listings are there, okay? I mean, look at the difference. So what happened to all the listings? If we had 15,393, we ended up with like 12,000 new listings, right? And somehow, okay, like the numbers just don't add up, right? So it's the active listings that we give a shit about. Can we agree on this, friends? Is this something we can agree on? Anyways, the whole point of this thing is to show that there's not a flood of listings. Look, there's only like under 2,000 more from month to month. And then the month previous, November, was way more. So it's actually gone down from November, which is way down from October, which is even more down from September. And look, January's way down from August, right? Way down even more from July, June, May. It gets close to April. So where's the surge? The surge happened maybe here between March and April, where 6,000 new active listings were on the market, right? 3,000, 2,000, 2,000 less, another 3,000 less. Right? Where's the surge, guys? So this is the thing, okay? This is the thing. Active days on the market is up. Amount of sales is down. There's no surge of listings, okay? Average price is like holding on for dear life. It's down, but it's not like doing much. Depends on where you live. But you see, if you don't dissect the information that's thrown at you, okay? If you don't dissect it, if you don't double check it, and again, I'm double checking bullshit stats with more bullshit stats, and I'm making a spreadsheet of a bunch of bullshit stats, right? And then I'm presenting a thesis based on a bunch of bullshit. And this doesn't seem like a logical way of doing things, but it's all we've got, people. There's nothing else. It's all we've got. So what do we got? Lies. All lies. It's just lies everywhere. Okay? We're being lied to all of the day. We're being lied to all of the night. We're getting screwed left, right, and center. There's always an ulterior motive to everything. And I'm sick of it. I am just sick of it. I am finished with this stuff. How do we fix this, friends? What is the plan? Is it fixable? Are we past the point of no return? Is the only way to fix Canada to go the route of Gaza? Okay? How's that for bringing it full circle, friends? If you were here from the start, that was pretty impressive. But is Canada the next Gaza? Are they going to come in here and blow this thing up and take our shit? Because there's a trade route that everybody's fighting over, right? Like north of Canada here. I don't know what the hell we're calling this trade route, and I probably should. But isn't that similar to what they're doing in Gaza, right? They just stole the land for their canal. How many people that are here right now think that the United States, because don't forget, when you're a superpower and you're declining and everything's kind of falling apart and people are wise to all of your schemes, right? And you're clinging to power, right? Or picture like a fighter backed into the corner, right? Or I always say, my wife, when she's in a corner, man, does she fight dirty, right? So would they not fight dirty with us to get that trade route through the Arctic, just north of us? North Atlantic trade route? I don't think that's it. And that's definitely not how you spell this way of saying route. Although that is a way to spell root. And I'm just trying to teach. I'm not trying to be rude, but you spelled that wrong. Okay, dear. Friends, this was another horrible show. I thank you for enduring it with me, beside me, together. I think I will try my best to do better again. I'll be here again, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. And we'll do this again sometime soon. But it's going to be an interesting ride in Canada over the next little while. Okay? Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great weekend, everyone.